Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Ye saying that Biancacensori has left him. Not only is he detailing that she's left him, he's also detailing that she tried to get him committed, but he's saying that nothing is wrong with him. He's not sick. She just really doesn't get it. Let's talk about it because, as you guys know, Ye has been going off quite a lot on social media for the past couple of weeks. And based on what we can tell, his wife Biancacensori, she's not with him. She's keeping her distance away from him because she doesn't want to see this version of the man that she loves so very much. Now, what I find also to be like very, very interesting is that Ye is saying out for a fact that Bianca just wants him to be good. You know, it's not about the money, the glitz, the glam, the fame, and all of that. She just wants him to be the best version of himself. And whenever a man documents that, you know, coming from his woman, whether it's true or half true, even completely false, I definitely take his words for it. Now, let's get into it because he's saying that Biancacensori has basically left him because of his support for Nazi and Adolf Hitler. So on the track, he raps, "My baby, she ran away, but first she tried to get me committed. Not going to the hospital because I'm not sick. I just don't get it." So he's basically saying that he found her because after she left, he says that he tracked her using the Maybach app after she ran off with his Maybach. Ooh, that is just so messy, that part right there, because I know that he bought two identical Maybach. You guys can remember, I did say that to you, and I said to you guys that I know that when he gifted them to the game gifted them back to him because it was in his studio garage. Now he's saying she ran off with his Maybach. Come on, Kanye, that's your wife. I mean, what's yours is hers. So that's kind of like, you know, telling a story, you know, Watch Me Burn, Rihanna and Eminem, that kind of, he's just creating like drama around the entire situation. He's creating like, a portrait, basically. That's what he's doing with his lyrics. He's painting that picture. Now, he's saying that she's continuously having panic attacks and she's not liking the way that he tweets. He says that until she's back, he's going to stay up all night and he's not going to sleep. He doesn't really know where she's at. Now, if I was Bianca, I would keep my distance too. And I also know for a fact that with her keeping her distance from him is not to hurt him, but to potentially help him, because oftentimes when you see these people, they are convinced that absolutely nothing is wrong with them. And I see a few people saying nothing is wrong with Ye, but it doesn't matter if we agree or agree to disagree. We can tell that something is wrong with Ye. And if Ye doesn't want to go to the hospital, it is fine that he doesn't want to go to the hospital, but you cannot just not stand aside and, you know, allow things to be chipping away at your brain. You know, get some help, get some holistic doctors on board because there's so many different means, ways, methods to medicine. There's alternative medicine. And I don't even know why it is called alternative medicine because it is medicine. It was that option was the option before we had these scientific research and breakthroughs and all of that. So I'm just saying, you know, get some help because while I understand his fear around hospitals, institutionalized, getting mind controlled and just, you know, ending up like a Britney Spears, God forbid. I definitely understand his cares and fears with not going to the hospital, but at the same time, I don't understand him not getting help, you know, and when he does this, people say, oh, Kim Kardashian deserves it. He's right about Kim Kardashian. And make no mistakes, I'm not saying that Kim is innocent. I'm not saying that Kim is to be, blamed for everything either, because that's like really impossible. So what I'm saying is that oftentimes people blame Kim Kardashian for too much. People give her too much power, and she's not that powerful. She's not to be blamed for everything that happened to Ye and is currently going on with him. Ye's actions at present, they are his choice, so how long are we going to consistently make excuses for Ye when these excuses are not serving him? They're genuinely not helping him. So that's just the point. But making excuses for him, for a very grave, very bad situation, that's definitely, not how you love and support someone. No, I don't know what Yi is going to do, but at this point in time, it seems as though he's still in Tokyo, Japan, and I do wish him all the best. I don't know what plans he has up his sleeves, because that man is full of trickery and all of that jazz. Now, also, did you guys notice that he called out Charlemagne the God? Because after he basically said that Jay-Z owns the master to his music, Charlemagne then said he got some information which confirmed that what Ye's saying is not factual. And then he basically responded saying that Charlemagne is not assisting him with getting his kids from those white women, but Charlemagne can reply to him about the ownership of his masters. Now, I don't know why it is that people are so convinced that what he is saying is true oftentimes, because as I've said to you guys, he just repeats a lot of the stuff that he sees on the internet. And I actually believed him. Like at one point in time, I actually thought he was being factual, because we've often seen Azalea Banks throwing shades at him and saying, you're just mad because Jay-Z owns the masters to your music. But now it has been confirmed that that is not factual. So now that that's not factual, I wonder what he's going to pivot to. But who owns the masters for someone's music? Kanye West. Kanye West owns the masters for Big Sean. So I wonder what he's going to do now. Know that he has a big problem with that. And he is learning that Jay-Z doesn't own the masters for his music, any of them, but he actually owns for Big Sean. I'm wondering if he's going to make any change to that. I very much doubt that he will, because that's just how the music industry is. But all of this is just so very telling that you can literally throw stuff out there and he picks it up and then he says he has no idea because he doesn't understand how the ownership or anything for any of those things works. Now, thank God the internet did not believe his statement on that, because people were saying that, he has been in the music industry for so long. Like, of course, like Helly definitely is aware, but he's just now saying that because of the fact that they have now revealed that Jay-Z doesn't own any of his masters. Now, with his life, while most of his thoughts and concepts and everything are, altogether there for the most part, I believe that people should also know that and also be reminded that this does not mean that he's okay. This is how normally, whenever you have mental issues, that's how it normally presents itself until he believes that he's dead. And then he starts calling other celebrities saying, I'm dead, because he has done this before, which they had revealed and made publicly. I wish they hadn't done that, because when someone is ill, and especially if their illness is centered around something that they are sensitive about, I think that it's only decent of us to also help that individual the best way that we possibly can and not reveal sensitive details about them, something especially like that. So I didn't like that for the most part when they basically started saying that he was calling people and telling people that he was dead. I remember Jason Lee, Charlemagne the God basically came out with that, and I didn't like it. irrespective of how they feel about him, I really didn't like that. But I'm just hoping that he gets help before things gets back to that point, because whenever you don't address these medical conditions, it's going to get to that point and he's going to feel as though people literally are trying to attack him, and he's going to try to fight off something that's not there, because this is how it works. Honestly, this is how bipolar disorder works. Now, as it relates to Bianca Sensori, honestly, this woman really has a tough decision ahead of her. And at the end of the day, it's her decision, not yours or mine. So I just want to send Bianca Sensori best wish in such a challenging time, because there really isn't much to say about that, because I could twist this any way, any who I want to. At the end of the day, it really does not put me in the place of a Bianca Sensori. Only Bianca knows what it is like to be Bianca at this point in time. So that's all I have to say about that for this video with you guys. Let me know what's your take while you're at it. Thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.